Motrolix.
If you've been watching the Motrolix channel here on YouTube or visiting and reading gmauthority.com, then you'll probably know that one of the major headlines about the 2022 Chevy Silverado refresh is the addition of the new ZR2 off-roader. Now, we already know a lot about the new ZR2, but there's one thing that was a mystery until today, and that is how much it cost. Luckily, gmauthority.com has the scoop about Chevy Silverado ZR2 pricing for the 2022 model year. Let's dig right in. Sources familiar with the matter tell gmauthority.com that the 2022 Silverado ZR2 will start at $66,795. That does include the $1,695 worth of destination freight charge. So basically, it is $65,100 for the truck plus $1695 for the destination freight charge, and that equals $66,795. That starting price puts the Silverado ZR2 in the pricing category of the Ford F-150 Raptor, which starts at $65,840, including destination. In other words, the 2022 Silverado ZR2 will be priced to start almost $1,000 higher than the 2021 Ford F-150 Raptor. And that is despite the fact that the Ford product offers 10 more horsepower and 50 pound-feet more torque from its 3.5-liter V6 EcoBoost engine. So for the sake of context, the Ram TRX starts at $72,120. That is including DFC. So the Ram TRX, as we all know, it features a supercharged 6.2-liter V8 that's good for 702 horsepower and 650 pound-feet of torque. For even more context, the 2022 Silverado LT Trail Boss Limited. Now, this is the limited model, which means it is the stopgap pre-refresh model without the new interior. So that model, the 2022 Silverado LT Trail Boss Limited, with the 5.3-liter V8 L84 engine, which makes 355 horsepower and 383 pound-feet of torque, that model starts at $53,145. Now, the same truck, again, the 2022 Silverado LT Trail Boss Limited with the 6.2-liter L87, that's the motor that will be in the ZR2, and it makes 420 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque. That model starts at $55,640. Now, the Silverado Trail Boss LT, as a reminder, it is positioned below the ZR2 in the Silverado lineup. Now, with all of that, I should also note that next year, Ford will introduce the F-150 Raptor R, and that model will slot above the quote-unquote regular Raptor with a supercharged 5.2-liter V8 straight out of the 2020 and newer Mustang GT500. So in the F-150 Raptor R, that engine is expected to make a very healthy 750 horsepower and therefore compete directly with the Ram TRX. As a reminder, the 2022 Silverado ZR2 is equipped with advanced Multimatic DSSV dampers and retuned springs to deliver improved front and rear suspension travel. The truck sits at the top of the Silverado off-road hierarchy, so it slots above the Trail Boss models, and it features front and rear e-lockers for enhanced traction, while the high approach steel front bumper features removable end caps. The corners get 18-inch alloy wheels wrapped in 33-inch Goodyear Wrangler Territory tires, and there is a whole smorgasbord of underbody skid plates that protect the mechanicals of the truck. The dual exhaust has been relocated to be in front of the rear bumper so as to not damage the actual exhaust during extreme approach and departure maneuvers. All of that translates to 11.2 inches of ground clearance, a 31.8 degree approach angle, 23.4 degree breakover angle, and a 23.3 degree departure angle. The only power plant that will be offered in the Silverado ZR2 for the 2022 model year is GM's naturally aspirated 6.2 liter V8 gasoline engine, that's RPO code L87, It is rated at 420 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque. It will be mated to one transmission and one transmission only. That's GM's 10-speed automatic, and all Silverado ZR2s will come with four-wheel drive standard. One final note before I go. In late November, GMAuthority.com and Metrolix reported on the launch timetable, the internal launch timetable for the 2022 Silverado refresh. One of the key dates of the launch was today, December 15th, which is when the online configurator would launch for the updated model. Now, we provided these dates with a warning, and that was for a reason. And that's because those dates could and were subject to change. And guess what? Change they did. As of this writing, Chevy has yet to launch the build and price tool for the refreshed Silverado, and it's currently unclear when this will take place. So stay tuned. We'll be back with more very, very soon on all things Silverado and on all things GM trucks. For Metrolix and GMAuthority.com, I'm Alex Luft. Over and out.
Motrolix.